Hi everyone, my name is Dr. David P. Perrodin, and I will be your instructor for Educational Leadership 654 Exceptional Learners Needs, offered this summer from Viterbo University in La Crosse, Wisconsin. So there's three parts to this. There's my introduction right here. Hey, it is me, Dr. Perrodin. A lot of you have had me in classes before, so this will be a little bit of a reunion. And then we are going to show the course in Moodle and finally the course syllabus. So stick around. This video will be no longer than 10 minutes, but we'll kind of get you going. So I understand that this is a very narrow time frame for a course. We begin on June 5th and we end our in-person course on June 21st. And then there is one more assignment that you have after that. So I want you to look right away in Moodle, look at the syllabus, and I do have a nice checklist in the syllabus. Print it off and make sure that you are following along with that. Now, we do have a number of presentations. They are short. They're about 10 minutes long, 10 or 12 slides. I'm not looking for anything with extreme graphics or visual effects or anything like that, or really in-depth research. This is to get you familiar with a few things. One is service mapping. Where are the special education services in your district? Where are they physically located? How have they evolved over time? And so you can actually point to, this is one of our 4K partner sites where we offer early childhood. This is an elementary school where we have an ID classroom, and this is a transition building next to our school for students ages 16 and above. Also, the next thing is to become familiar with the DPI's 12 disability categories. Now, this changed with deafblind in 2021. So you will sign up, and make sure that everybody has signed up for at least one category. I'm actually presenting on speech language, but if everything is filled up and you want to work with somebody else on, let's say, SLD or OHI, go for that. Just kind of coordinate that on your own. But that needs to be done by June 10th that you sign up. Those presentations will happen in our last class. And finally, the third thing is how to implement change in 4 steps. I do have a very defined process of how you will do that, and that is in Moodle. So those are the 3 things. We're going to service map. We are going to become familiar with the DPI's 12 disability categories, and then we are going to figure out how to implement change and how to base that, for example, off of your indicators from the DPI. Any questions, get a hold of me. One of the things that's a little different in this class is I am going to have you email your assignment to me so I can put them together in a folder, because part of this class will be real-time virtual. I want to be able to pull those out very swiftly and efficiently, and that is the reason for that. So you're not going to find an upload tab in Moodle. You do have some discussion thread posts. Yes, we'll be making those, but otherwise you'll be emailing to me either the assignment, the presentation, or a link to the presentation. Again, when I bring these up during class, I will have you then present it, but I will have that warehoused and bring it up through Zoom. Finally, make sure that you do attend all of the classes, especially our first class, which is June 5th. Let me double check here. Yes, Wednesday, June 5th. It starts at 4 o'clock. It ends at 5. Make sure you're there. You're going to give an introduction, who you are, and then we are going to touch base on kind of the Sentinel projects that we'll have coming forward in class. Again, my name is David. I'm looking forward to instructing in this class. I am instructing this. The incumbent instructor, Amy Zabrowski, is on sabbatical this semester, so I am filling in and teaching this course. So I'm using a lot of Amy's materials. Thank you very much. And here is the Moodle companion for Educational Leadership 654. As you scroll down, you will find my contact information, and then also announcements. Please check announcements every time you log in. Underneath is the Zoom link to class number 1. Clicking here will take us to Zoom. No, I'm not ready to launch this meeting, but you will be. So make sure that you click on this link, and that will get you into our first virtual session. Zoom link for class number 2 on June 11th. And here's a Google Drive link. So by June 10th, you will sign up for a disability category presentation. I'm going to click on that right now, and it is going to take me to a shared Google document that you can edit. As you will find, there are 12 disability categories as identified by the Wisconsin DPI. You will sign up to present a 10-minute presentation on one of these categories. Notice that I am going to cover the speech language category because I'm also a speech language pathologist. So I've got that one taken care of for you. Orthopedic impairment, because it is so low prevalence, will be covered by Kelsey Kornhaus, an occupational therapist at the Beloit School District. So that leaves 10. There are more than 10 people registered in this class, so you might want to partner up with somebody, but we want to make sure that all of these areas are covered. Continuing to go down, we have the course syllabus, and we also have the agendas for all 3 courses. I will update these from time to time, but for the most part, these are intact for the 3 courses. As we can see, this is our agenda for class number 1, which is largely just logging in and sharing some information about yourself in a brisk manner, and then we will review the course requirements, any questions, and then closing. Looking over to our second agenda, service delivery discussion, service delivery map presentations, and then also, hey, there's a highlighted break in there, and so on. We do have a guest presenter for our in-person class at Viterbo University on Friday, June 21st, and that is Eric Jensen, a retired special education director. He's going to talk about results-driven accountability, how to rodeo resources. Class number 1, Wednesday, June 5th. Here's what your expectations are, and then some resources. Class number 2, Tuesday, June 11th, 5 to 8 p.m. Again, that is virtual through Zoom. Go down with this. You do have a discussion question that you'll be posting to. Also, class number 2, June 11th, you'll be presenting your service delivery map. That seems like that's just around the corner. And I'm realistic with expectations on this. I know you're only going to have a few days to put this together. So I have examples from previous students posted down below on a service delivery map. It's up to you how you want to put this together, but largely it's an inventory of your special education resources in your district. Where are they? Where are certain things delivered, and what services are available to provide only speech language to a private school in the district? Does one of your elementaries have an IDS program, or are IDS students served at all of your elementaries? So this is usually eye-opening to go and to dig into this and just to try to understand what services are offered in our district and where are these services physically located. So that's really the objective. In the past, sometimes students have taken pictures of buildings or pictures of specific classrooms and things. If you want to do that, that's fine. So this is very important. You must email this presentation to me by June 11th at 9 a.m. I need it that morning. I will put all these presentations into a folder that I will bring up during our Zoom session, and then as it's on the screen, I'll have you narrate it and I'll work through it. As we continue to go down, I will put all of your service delivery map presentations in a folder so you'll have access to each other's presentations. Class number 3. Here we go. We keep going down, and again, this is where we have in the morning, you'll be giving a presentation on disability categories. I'm also doing the speech language area. We have our guest speaker from 11 to 12, and then in the afternoon, you will be giving a presentation about implementing change in special education and ways to identify the change, what needs to be changed. For example, through WiseDash, I found the Seneca area school district, and looking here at indicator 5, school age educational environment A, percent of children with IEPs aged 6 through 21 served inside the regular class, 80% or more of the day, Their local percentage is 57.69, the state 71.61. The target there at the state is 70%. So right here, having more inclusive services for students with disabilities might be a data-driven goal. And finally, you will post, and this is a couple days after our final in-person class, Tuesday, June 25th by 11:59 p.m., a 5 to 6 paragraph reflection on accountability, CCR, IEPs, and indicators, largely based off of our guest presenter, Eric Jensen. And here's the course syllabus for Educational Leadership 654. My contact information at the top. And we go down about this course. Course materials, you do not need to purchase any materials for this course. As we continue, we have our standards, and we move down to assignments. You can see all of the assignments, and then in green, how you will achieve those assignments. I suggest that you print this, your assignments at a glance page, and then just go down and check every box as we work our way through class. There's a lot going on in a short amount of time, and it's easy to overlook things, but if you follow this, you will be just fine. Going down further, I break things out by class. So here's class number 1, class number 2, and finally class number 3. And just a reminder that the Tuesday following our in-person class, June 25th, you do have a final assignment post, which is a 5 to 6 paragraph post to Moodle. And of course, the grades, participation, and policies.